as planned. Man United has gone ahead, obviously, hold talks with Donnarumma, and the meeting has been held. That means they want to obviously get in a first choice goalkeeper. When you hear a goalkeeper in the caliber of Donnarumma, you just don't ask. You just don't ask. You just obviously get to understand that the club of Man United is willing to obviously dispose of Onana to bring in Donnarumma. Until Bayindir has come, I don't know if he had something to say about the preparation of the team as a new goalkeeper is being looked at. Mbeumo, delete, giving him his flowers, and then the manager known as Amorim has revealed to us the percentage of performance at which Cunha and Mbeumo are right now before the season really kickstarts off next weekend. Let's see, close to 200 likes much in this video. I'm really excited about the first video we did today. It's really watched hugely by you people, and we are really getting in more subscribers, and we want to hit 22,000 subscribers, right? And we are left with 426. So please go ahead and obviously tell me what your thoughts are about this beautiful side of the game. Now, Donnarumma is the lead story that we're really having in here onto the United Matters channel, right? And guess who has gone ahead, obviously, come up with this story? It's none other than Sol's Talks. Manchester United have held direct meetings in the last few days for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Amorim likes him a lot internally. United still assessing. Remains also an option. Now, in this story, we're obviously going to be talking about Donnarumma only. That is it. We aren't going to be talking about anyone else, you know. We're obviously going to be talking about Donnarumma only. And I tell you what, he is really one of those that you have to really look at and really understand that he's obviously going to be putting in a very big shift in there for you. Donnarumma is 26 years of age. By the way, he has been here for so long that people might think he's really a lad that is really very, very, very old. When you look at Gianluigi Donnarumma and the clubs has gone here to play for, he played for Milan, you know, that is from 2015 to 2021. Those were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, 6 seasons. Then at PSG has been there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the last 11 years, he has been playing for just 2 clubs. That is Milan and PSG. And for your information, when he was leaving AC Milan, he left as a free agent. That is Gianluigi Donnarumma for you. He left as a free agent from Milan and went ahead, obviously put in a very beautiful shift in there for you. And if you're Man United, you'd love obviously having a person who has the credibility and approval in what we call winning trophies. For example, he has just gone ahead to lift the Champions League. You know, he won the league, and he has just gone ahead to lose to Chelsea in the FIFA Club World Cup. Chelsea put 3 goals past him, you know, and he really went ahead to make some vigorous saves in there in the US. So he is a very good goalkeeper. That is it. Proven, he has the experience, and coming to Man United will obviously be one of the blessings that Ruben Amorim will obviously get. He's a sweeper goalkeeper. You know, he can also play well with his foot. And remember, it's not the first time that Man United is coming in for Gianluigi Donnarumma. That's not the first time United is coming in for this lad. United wanted to sign him when he was going to AC Milan. They saw him as a replacement for David De Gea for a long period of time. But I think PSG went ahead, obviously, offer him a very huge salary in there for you. And if you look at the salary, you know, let's look at his weekly wage at PSG and see how much he earns. Weekly, he earns annually he earns 12 million, you know, 12.73 million, and weekly he earns 244,000 euros gross. You understand? So that's what he earns in there as a player. So United couldn't offer that amount of money because they wanted to restructure their side, and remember, they were really taking out a player known as De Gea, who was earning £375,000 a week, and they wanted to bring in a goalkeeper who would obviously understand what they had to obviously offer in there. So Donnarumma is one of those that is not wanted at PSG. Why is he not wanted at PSG? PSG have gone ahead to sign in another goalkeeper. They've gone ahead to sign in another goalkeeper, and he is just, is it 23 years of age? And Donnarumma is 26, and PSG looks like they want to obviously increase more French players into their team. And yesterday, Fabrizio told us that official confirmed Lucas Chevalier joins PSG from Lille as new goalkeeper. And he said, I'm a kid who is realizing his dreams since I was little. I have wanted to play at the highest level. Now, how much did they sign this guy for? They signed him for 30 million euros. That is it. You understand? They signed him for 30 million euros. You understand? And if at all they spend 30 million euros on a player, you understand? That means that you can't be here. It's not even 30, it's 40. Let me even show you this story of a Here We Go that Fabrizio went ahead to publish about the lad. He told us that Lucas Chevalier to PSG. Here we go. Deal in place for French goalkeeper to join PSG. 5-year contract to Chevalier, fee over 40 million euros. Have you heard? It's over 40 million euros with medical tests to follow this week. New goalkeeper for Luis Enrique, as Luis Enrique and Le Parisien report. So, as L'Equipe and Le Parisien report. So, guys, there is no way a team goes ahead to spend 40 million euros on a goalkeeper and you think that you who has been there still has a position to play, That means Donnarumma is not having any space at PSG. That is it. He cannot really own that number one spot anymore, and the first choice goalkeeper is Chevalier. So that means the guy has to obviously look for options where he's obviously going to be playing at. We are talking about Donnarumma. And the decision has been made, and United have wanted to obviously seize this opportunity. That's why they've gone ahead to hold direct meetings in the last few days with Donnarumma, because the player is up for sale, and anytime from now he is leaving PSG, and United are really working thick and fast to see to it that they get these deals over the line. I've already told you that Man United, when they got done with the deal of Bryan Mbeumo, guess what happened? Man United came up and really told the special people around it that they want a goalkeeper, one, they want a midfielder and a striker. Sesko is in, United is going in for Baleba, and now Donnarumma comes in through to obviously be part of that thought of how United will obviously stand. And that means it's over for Andre Onana. Now, as Donnarumma makes his way to Manchester United, as meetings have gone ahead to be held, guess what happened? Bayindir has come out and obviously had something to say about the season and how the team is obviously going to be starting to play. And one will ask, where does he get the audacity to obviously come in through and represent the club of Man United in such an interview? Because during the preseason, he has been the fully fit first choice goalkeeper that has been in between the stitches, and you never know against Arsenal he might obviously show up. So he said, we had a good preparation with the team. We are working every day and we are working for every game. That is Bayindir. Now, when I see Donnarumma coming in through, I see a situation that was at Manchester United when Louis van Gaal really came in here. Remember, when Louis van Gaal came in, he wanted a ball-playing goalkeeper, and he found there a goalkeeper known as David De Gea, one of the best shot stoppers in the world by then. You understand? But he was not a ball-playing goalkeeper. And the manager went ahead to bring in an Argentine international who goes by the names of Christian Romero, who was good at really using his ball, using his legs with the ball. And that season, remember, we started the season, David De Gea was played off the bench as he was pushing to obviously join Real Madrid. Do you remember that very well? And De Gea was on the bench for some games, And on the deadline day, United just deliberately delayed to obviously submit the paperwork. But Madrid had already gone ahead to obviously get this deal done and dusted, but United was like, we aren't really letting you go. They submitted the papers really late. So I want to really insinuate that Donnarumma and Onana might obviously face the same situation, as I don't think that Onana really has a solution right now. And I don't know which team will obviously take in Andre Onana right now, you know. And having Andre Onana at the bench and having Donnarumma in between the stitches, every time Donnarumma makes a mistake, cameras will obviously look at, all gaze at, all point at Onana. You remember in the season of 2014-2015, each and every time Sergio Romero went ahead to concede a goal, guess what the cameras did? They obviously focused at David De Gea, who was at the bench. Even recently, by the way, when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was here, as David De Gea went to see his wife give birth in Spain, we had Dean Henderson given a chance to represent. And when he returned, Dean Henderson was the first choice goalkeeper throughout the season, and David De Gea was the goalkeeper for the UEFA Europa League. You understand? Every time Dean Henderson went ahead to make a mistake, you saw to it that the cameras showed us David De Gea. You understand? So I don't want us to be in that situation anymore. I want us to obviously be in a clear situation. If Donnarumma is brought in, let us find means of obviously letting Andre Onana go, you know, because you can't be having two top goalkeepers in there unless one is willing to be an understudy. And I don't think that Andre Onana is ready to be an understudy for Gianluigi Donnarumma. You understand? So that's all about Donnarumma to Man United, and let's wait and see how things will obviously go ahead and really pan out. But Atil Bayindir is like, we had a good preparation with the team, we are working hard every day, and you're working for every game. So after playing against Fiorentina, what next? It's none other than a side called Arsenal next Sunday. Today is Sunday, but next Sunday, obviously, United will obviously have to take on a guy team known as Arsenal in there for you. So guys, feel free to obviously come in through and let me know about what your thoughts are about Donnarumma to Man United. Now, Matthias De Ligt has gone ahead to have something to say about Bryan Mbeumo. Bryan Mbeumo is really one of those players that has been so much good in the Premier League for the past 2-3 seasons, and many clubs have showed intent to obviously sign him. And guess what? He has proven he rejected very many teams obviously come and join the club of Man United, and here we are to obviously bring you what our thoughts are. De Ligt is saying also, De Ligt is having a word about this guy. Bryan Mbeumo has already scored some great goals in training. He's very effective. He only needs one moment to get on his left foot and score. I think one of the greatest qualities in football is the ability to score goals, and he can really help us in that area. So, he has ever faced him. I think he faced him last season when United was playing Brentford twice in the Premier League. And when De Ligt is speaking, he speaks from experience because he was a centre-back and he could see every move that Bryan Mbeumo could obviously take. And one of those he has gone ahead to obviously point out is his skill, his ability to score goals, you know. And he says he only needs one movement to get on his left foot and score. So he just needs one movement to get on his foot and really score. Who are we talking about? Bryan Mbeumo. And he's the lad that we'll all have to look at and obviously give him a good gaze, because he has just gone ahead to come in through. He will need like 3, 4, 5 games to obviously hit the ground running, but you can't also rule out the possibility of him coming in through and hitting the ground running immediately as Bryan Mbeumo. So Matthias De Ligt is excited about the lad because he is a one guy that needs one movement to obviously punish his opponents in there for you. From there, let's go to what the manager went ahead to say about Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo. The manager has gone ahead to say the following: that Cunha and Mbeumo are perhaps at 60% of what they can do. Like other teams, we will improve as the season progresses. They will be much better. So he's like, Mbeumo and Cunha at 60%. Obviously, you haven't obviously gonna hit to see their best, especially Cunha, who has been here since the preseason when they hit to start. For Bryan Mbeumo, you'll obviously have to really listen to what they're telling you, because the lad has not obviously had some preseason games in there, and he's just working hard to see to it that he really gets up and running. But the managers, like, they are at 60%, you know, like other teams. We will improve as the season progresses. So the manager says that all other teams, by the time they get out of the preseason, they're at 60%. The rest comes in through as the season really goes on. So, what are your thoughts about Donnarumma to United? Direct talks hold. You know, what do you mean about that? And a player known as Delete has hailed Bryan Mbeumo as being one of those who really needs one movement to obviously score a goal. And the other, what do you make about a player known as Cunha and Mbeumo? The manager says they're at 60% as the other teams, and as the season really grows in, they'll hit the levels of fitness that we want in here as the fans of Man United. Your thoughts onto that are welcome in the comment section below. Second video of the day, more videos are really loading. Next 1-2 hours, I'll drop another one that you people will love again. And continue to subscribe, because we want to hit 22,000 subscribers. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After subscribing, hit the notification bell. That will enable you to get notified every time I upload a video onto this beautiful channel of ours. Donnarumma has been the lead story. You've gone ahead to enjoy it. More is on the cards, dropping like no other. So we out. Bye-bye, and I would love to obviously come and really do one live stream for you, mermaids. Hope sleep doesn't cue me away, but I'm really ready to serve you tonight to the fullest.